Good morning, crafty friends. Today is Wednesday, and I have to show you I followed Tina, and I printed some envelopes. I just did the fronts, and I used papers from lillifeethepaperwitch, and these were some of her collages. So I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but I printed them on both sides. So I have matching paper and envelopes. These are just some of her collages. This one I did on both sides. And this one is so pretty. Boy, I would love to get a letter like this to put a white label sticker on there and an envelope. Just beautiful. Yeah, and I can do the backs later if I didn't do them this time, but so pretty. And then I'll ink in here like um Tracy showed us, to get the tone it down a little bit. So I'll do that when I use them. But I just wanted to show you them. Today we are going to be using one of Lily Fee's paper from her kits, one of her collages, and you just need one sheet, but you should have it on cardstock. And this is what we're going to be making. She called them little butterfly books, but I don't have a name for them yet. But it's got some little pockets here. I put some of the mason jars we made yesterday in here, just for something to put in here for now. So this has little pockets. And then here's a little book. And I used rivets like I was inspired by Rose Vining. She had a video. So I used rivets like she did. But you could use these, oh, of course, I can't find them right now. I'll show you after. The brads, the bigger brads, you could use them. Okay? So, but these are just leftover papers from kits and things. So you can have papers in there. And it just has a Velcro closure on it. I added one of my wax seals and some thread just to tie it up. It's not embellished or anything. Very simple. Very, very simple. Very cute. So again, you need one piece of paper, and I cut mine down to 8 inches across by 5.5 inches tall. Okay? So my measurements were a little different than the ones that I saw by Rose because I did it backwards. Okay? So we have our paper here. We'll do some scores. Okay? So this is the front, and it's 8 inches long, 5.5 inches across. Then we did some cutting here. I'll show you that. So you want to turn it around so it's facing you. And I'll give you the measurements, okay? So you want to score at 1 1/4 and then 1 1/2. And that makes this here little turn here. So 1 1/4, 1 1/2. And then you're going to go down to 4 3/4 and 5. And that gives you this other little gusset. Okay? So you want 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 4 3/4, and 5. I can write them down below. Then you're going to turn, and this whole thing is 5.5 inches, okay? So you're going to score at 4.5. No, I'm sorry. 4 3/4 and 5. Let's see. What did I say? 4.5 and 4 3/4. Okay, let's see. 4.5 and 4 3/4. 4.5 and 4. It's not 3/4. It's 4 5/8. So it's 4.5 and then 4 5/8. Okay, which is the one right after the 1/2 inch. Okay. Then you cut this out here and this out here because this becomes your flap. So when you fold it, it goes like that. See, then you have your little gusset there, your little gusset there, your little gusset there. Let's grab a piece of paper. So here, I'll cut one with you. So I want it 8 inches. This is just white cardstock. 8 inches by 5.5. And we'll take our scoreboard. And we have this side here, we're going to go 4 1/4. And then 4 1/2. And then 4 3/4. And 5. Then we're going to turn. And up here, we want to go 4 1/2. No, 4 3/4. We want 4. Where's my? So we want 4 1/2 or 4 3/4 and 5. 4 3/4 and 5. So we want to go over here. Okay. So I'm going to fold everything. Then you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut these ends off. This one and the first one. So when you fold it, you have your little, this is going to come down here. So you have your little book. You can fold it either way. Okay? So that's how we got this far. I am going to round my corners because that's what I like to do. And you want 2 pockets in here. And let's see what the measurements were on these. So I think they're 2.5. Okay, they're 3 inches across. And you can use your scraps here. So you want 3 inches, which is what your strip is. and go 2.5 and make 2 of these. 1, 2. And you could take the piece that you cut off from the top, but I don't have it here, so I'm just going to cut another 3/4 inch strip here. Okay. So these become pockets over here. You'd put one there, and you could put one here, and then you could put this here, and that makes your 3 pockets. Okay, and they just get glued down. So start with the top, and you have to do the 2 sides there. Now I realize I already rounded my corners there, so I'm just going to trim it, but I could have rounded them later. And then we'll put the second one here. Again, we're only doing 3 sides. Okay, and then we'll put this bottom one on. Again, just the 3 sides. Okay, and then later you can make some pockets or tucks to put in here. Okay, so that's that. Now we have to make our little book here. So I'll be right back because I don't have any paper cut. Hold on, please. So I just went through my papers and I randomly cut up some sheets. There's music paper, there's some invoice paper, stuff like that, line paper. And then I cut a piece that was left over from that strip and made a cover piece, so that can go in there. You know, you can make it a little thicker if you want. Now we're just going to take our crocodile and punch with the big hole. And I'm just eyeballing. 1, okay. Now, like I said, I use these rivets that I got on Amazon. And they're the screw type where you put the base in and then you screw the top in. But you also have these. I've got them in silver and gold. So let's try these in the gold, in the silver, I guess. And just put them in. These would make cute little favor gifts too. Or if you had the grandkids over and you were like going on a little outing or something, they could take put little memories in here. So if you don't like this sticking out, you could just trim this off. I'll have to take that, open that to do that. But see, you could re-add pages and stuff if you want. So I'm just trimming this off a little bit. So then I would ink everything real nice and decide if you're going to, what you're going to decorate it with. So there you have your little book. And like I said, I used Velcro in here, just simple Velcro I glued on here. And then I was using up some of my wax seals, so I just glue them on here and ink it up. But there you have a little cute little book. And this is perfect to use up those kits, those collage sheets, because one sheet and you have a whole little book here. So I hope you try them. And like I said, I was inspired by Rose Vining, and I'll leave her link below also. So have a blessed, beautiful day now. Bye.